We are up in Adam here in Wiseman, Alaska. It's pretty early in the morning, just a little bit after 5. It's 8 o'clock where I live in Kansas, so I'm still in that Kansas time zone. So nice to be like the first person awake in town. That's not normal for me. I'm not a morning person usually, but I'm up and ready to go. We're gonna hopefully get to the top of Alaska today. But first, let's explore around Wiseman. They say the population is something like 12. And it was, with how much it was raining yesterday when I came in, I didn't have a chance to really check things out. So let's check out Wiseman, see what it has to offer, and then we'll start heading north. Here's the Wiseman Airport. I guess that's the runway right there. Definitely would have liked to have seen how that sign looked when it was new. It's like some drawings right there. I think this is the old post office. Well, I am really glad I stayed in Wiseman. It is a cool little town. Not normal, but you can't be normal if you live this far to the north. And it's hard to tell the difference between like houses that are historic and houses or cabins that people live in. So you can just walk around and there's a lot of no trespassing and private property signs because there's still people living there. But there's also a lot of cool old stuff like the post office. That old post office was awesome. I heard that they have a museum here, but it's only only open by a local touring company, so you can't go in the museum unless you're on one of those tours, unfortunately. But I guess if you want to see the museum, that's something you can do. But yeah, incredibly beautiful little spot here. Who would have known? Wiseman, I love it. And we are off towards the next destination, which is Deadhorse / Prudhoe Bay. They're kind of basically, Prudhoe Bay is the big area, Deadhorse is the community within it, basically. And it's like 230 miles, and don't know how long that'll take. Yesterday took a long time, but there were lots of road constructions, and the road between Coldfoot and Wiseman was like the best part of the road so far. So hopefully it continues that way. So we'll see. It's not bad as we're getting started today. But yeah, I don't know what is between the two. There's no towns. There's nowhere to stop. So luckily I got a full tank of gas in Coldfoot, and a couple hundred miles at least till the next opportunity to get gas or to get any kind of services. at the top of Alaska. So we'll see if we find anything interesting between Wiseman and Deadhorse. Pulled over here on the side of the road. There's a little, there's periodically there's these little restrooms and informational signs, and this says this is where basically trees stop existing and the tundra begins. And we just entered the North Slope Borough, and so it's like a huge area that's, I guess, kind of like a governing kind of, I guess you say like a county type of deal, but like a large area called the North Slope Borough. And so yeah, we're getting up there, and the roads are pretty awful. So the good roads out of Wiseman did not last too long. I didn't know if we'd see quite this spectacular of setting here. Doing the research, I didn't know. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Even though the roads are bad, it's definitely worth it. This is quite the view. We are 50 miles from Deadhorse, and we all of a sudden have a really nice road. It has been a battle, the roads. It's I know I've said it before, but yeah, I can't believe I haven't had a flat tire or something happen. So it is tough, but we're almost there. We have made it to Deadhorse / Prudhoe Bay, and yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting. This is not a typical town. Once again, Prudhoe Bay is kind of like the overall area, kind of like Tampa Bay or, something like that. And Deadhorse is like a little community there within Prudhoe Bay. So I'm staying at the Deadhorse camp, which, most all of the things here, pretty much everything is, to support the oil industry. And the hotels or the rooms are for them. And so when you come to stay, you're going to be staying and living like an oil worker. So inside the Deadhorse camp is kind of interesting. They make you take your shoes off. You can't track stuff into the rooms. Small room, but clean, good enough. There's like a community bathroom down the way, and there's even like a little workout room, so that's good. But yeah, so different kind of experience, not exactly cheap, but yeah, it is what it is. So let's tour around and see if we can find anything here in Deadhorse and Prudhoe Bay to check out or do. As you drive around the area, it is definitely not set up like a regular community. That's a hotel right there, and that's what you mostly see are things for the oil workers set up. This is the gas station, which is always unusual process getting gas on the Dalton Highway, and you put your credit card and you go out there, you get your gas. There's another hotel. We do get over here to one area of interest. That's the sign for the end of the Dalton Highway. It's kind of tucked around in a hard place to find over here by the post office. But yeah, in this area, you can see that sign, and if you want to check out what the Prudhoe Bay / Deadhorse post office looks like, that's it. There is the general store. That's kind of one of the main places you're going to want to come visit. You can get some snacks and things like that, and then there's a lot of clothing and apparel. I'm assuming the oil workers do some shopping here, and then there are some things for tourists, as you can see, and some interesting shirts, as well as kind of some normal apparel if you want to get some merch. And then kind of driving around, I found the airport with the unusual speed limit signs, so I decided to go check out what the Prudhoe Bay airport looks like. It's very busy because they're always flying workers in, but only flights to and from Anchorage, and it's a very small airport, as you can see. And let's head back to our hotel. Well, for a tourist, I think I've found about everything I can. I found the post office, the general store, which was pretty well stocked. I was impressed with that. There's these different places to stay all around for different, oil workers and things like that. This town is not set up for tourism, but there is one thing that this town is set up for tourism, and I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Hey, you made it all the way to the end of the video. And now that you're here, let me tell you a little bit more about all the other things going on this channel. If you want to become a member, you can become a member on either Patreon or YouTube memberships. There's 3 different levels, and as you are on a different level, there's more and more things, behind the scenes videos, different things that you're going to be able to to gain access to. Make sure you check out my website, travelwithawiseguy.com. There's a whole bunch of new stuff on there. There's a merchandise link with some new cool merchandise. There's a newsletter that you can sign up for. About every 3 weeks, I send out a new newsletter that's free. I have Google Maps, which has documented every place that I've made a video about. And you can click on there, and you can go to the map, and you can find the videos that I made, and it's all in one very convenient place. There's lots and lots of other stuff on there. So make sure to check out the website and explore all around what I've got going on. But once again, thank you so much for watching this video. And now on to the real reason that you're at the end of this video, the outtakes. Oh, what a drop. Oops. Still got nothing. There's a bird in here.